As a so-called conspiracy theorist over the years, not by everybody obviously, but I've heard the term, somebody that tried to awaken people and pass information, give people the details, the laws that were made, their documents. I know, 99% of people didn't read them. Part of my own fault that my reading speed and ability to digest information is just, well, it's always been a very good strong point of mine, and it's only later in life you realise that a lot of people simply don't have the mental capacity to take on board that kind of information and relate it to their life today, not about the future. Well, one of my biggest chuckles I used to have is I just used to say to people, look, you're a slave. Just stop talking to me if you're going to carry on like that. You're talking like a slave. Next you'll be kneeling down wearing a muzzle. And I used to make reference to people's neckties. Oh, I used to wear a tie, but you wake up and you realise that slip knot around your neck. Well, that just says it all, doesn't it? Anyway, this has been replaced by the mask. So there's a certain amount of sweet irony. It's not pleasurable irony, because I don't want to see my fellow man and woman kneeling and masked and muzzled. But that's exactly what has transpired, and that's exactly what I was warning about. Or rather, the end result of everything we've seen build up to these last few months. That the public, whether they realise it or not, and the majority, and this will become the majority whether it is the majority or not. The media, obviously, and the government agencies are fully on side with this latest takedown of your culture and society. So kneeled and muzzled it is, and we can't, well, you can't shake people still. They're still going to argue with you. Oh no, it's the masks are because of the virus and the kneeling is because, and you just say to them, look, just okay, fine, the masks are because of the virus and the kneeling is because of, and the last 12 years of information, the last 12 years you've been watching on your televisions and reading about, and the draconian steps that have been taken in every facet of life, have you just ignored them? And what I've seen actually is people ignore each little, well, it's the bloody cliches, isn't it? It's the frog in the pot, and you either hop out when the water gets warm, and you start thinking, hang on a minute, they're turning it up now, and you jump out the pot, or you don't. And if you stay in the pot with all the other frogs, you're all going to be looking at each other going, it's all right in here, isn't it? It's a bit hot. No, it's fine. Everything will be all right. It'll just be like, it'll all cool down soon. The water will cool down soon. And then before you know it, frog's legs for dinner. Cheers.